Hi friends, I hope this video finds you all well. Today is National Suicide Prevention Day. I know we have a lot of things to think about, to worry about, to fight for, but this is a cause worth 2 minutes of your time. Join me now in thinking about hope. What's the definition of hope? Being hopeful is a feeling or giving a positive or optimistic attitude about some event or about the future. Hope is a feeling that things are going to work out, they're going to get better, they will get resolved. Hope fills you with promise, excitement, and anticipation. It gives you energy to watch your dreams and take the steps needed to succeed in them. It inspires your beliefs. But our world is filled with hopelessness. For someone in deep depression, they are not hopeful, for they have no hope, no optimism about the future, an event, or anything for that matter. Hopelessness is a feeling or a state of despair, a lack of hope. It resonates of failure. Nothing is going to work out, be better, or be resolved. Hopelessness fills you with anguish, meaninglessness, and gloom. It sucks your energy, keeps us from our dreams, if you even have dreams. It makes every step we take difficult, down a path that leads to doom. Hopelessness can only manifest mental health problems, addiction, and even suicide. Look around you. Examine your life. I am talking about someone you know and love, whether you know it or not. I might even be talking about you. September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and in alignment with the National Alliance on Mental Health, I want to take some time to raise awareness on this stigmatized and often taboo topic. It's my goal to use my clients' experience and my own to help shift public perception. Yes, I said my own. I intend to use my platform to spread some hope and vital information to people affected by suicide. My goal is to ensure that individuals, friends, and families have access to the resources they need to discuss suicide prevention and to ask and seek for help. Most importantly, I want to share some perspectives that encourage thought and empathy towards each other. Now that I've shared my purpose, let's say those buzzwords again. Mental health, addiction, and suicide. As I read them, you feel the stigma associated with them. It's like they're bad words and you can get in trouble for talking too loudly about them. We don't want to talk about it. We get uncomfortable talking about it, often because we are underinformed and other times because we don't have a safe place to do it. There are no stigmas here. In this space, we offer acceptance, understanding, compassion, and absolutely no judgment. This place is about hope, helping people find it and helping people learn to give it. We are all just one moment away from dealing hope or stealing it. Let's just start with some facts to help you gain a perspective of why this is so important, why we should be talking about it, doing something about it, and fast. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. In 2019, over 47,000 Americans died by suicide. Now that averages out to about 130 suicides per day. That's one death every 11 minutes. And you know, many adults think about suicide. 12 million gave it serious thought in 2019, 3.5 million made a plan, and 1.4 million people gave it a shot. That's just what's reported. So those numbers have to be higher. Men make up over 60% of all suicides. Men are 3.7 times more likely to commit suicide than women. Nationally, the suicide rate has increased 33% in the last 12 years, and that number is only growing. You know, 93% of adults surveyed in the United States think suicide can be prevented. But what are we doing about it? You know, when someone dies by suicide, like any cause of death, the loss is felt by many. The ripples of loss spread from close family and friends to community members, acquaintances, even people the deceased did not know. All of those exposed to the loss may experience different levels of grief and trauma, more hopelessness. Societal costs associated with suicide and suicide attempts are estimated at $93.5 billion. You know, the age-adjusted suicide rate in 2019 was 14.8 per 100,000 individuals. We're in the 9th month of the year 2021, and the age-adjusted suicide rate is estimated at 16.1 per 100,000. Let's go a step further. Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death overall, but it isn't true per age group. If you look at the chart produced by the CDC of suicide deaths in 2019, you will notice how 3 age groups, the youngest age groups, find suicide as the 2nd leading cause of death. And if this doesn't rattle you, here's some new information recent to this year. I'll try to summarize it for you, but you can look it up for yourself. During 2020, the proportion of mental health-related emergency room visits among adolescent-aged children, 12 to 17 years, increased 31%. During February to March of this year, suspected suicide attempts and ER visits were 50.6% higher among adolescent girls aged 12 to 17. We have a serious problem. The World Health Organization states a goal of reducing the suicide rate from 14.2 to 12.8. We are at 16.1. We are moving in the opposite direction. But it doesn't have to be that way. Join me over the next few days next week as we discuss the darkness and how to shine a light of hope. To encourage conversation and create a dialogue, I will be answering 5 questions on the topic of suicide. Now, these aren't all your average questions. I implored my friend group to ask tough questions people may be afraid to ask so that we could really begin to start healing. Friends, we all have the potential to be dealers of hope. I hope that you deal some hope this weekend. Take care. And remember, if you or someone you know is battling with depression or suicide, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. They are available around the clock for support and resources. And so am I. See you all Monday.